we did get throughout the year incredible turmoil around Luna, Terra, Celsius, 3AC, FTX, and so forth, and a really big black eye. But if you look at what caused the black eye, it was not Bitcoin or Ethereum. Those blockchains didn't skip a beat, didn't miss one transaction. And what we saw were the centralized entities touching crypto.
Cathie Wood is the founder, chief investment officer, and chief executive officer of Florida-based investment management firm ARK Invest. Wood and her investment management firm gained considerable popularity in 2020 when her stock picks like Zoom and Roku performed brilliantly during a pandemic. That year, Bloomberg News editor-in-chief Matthew Winkler named Wood the best stock picker of 2020. In February 2021, ARK Invest's flagship fund, the ARK Innovation ETF, rose by over 300% from pandemic lows in March 2020. However, the past 2 years have not been as pleasant for ARK Invest's ETFs. Yet the hedge fund manager remains as completely focused on disruptive innovation as she was when she founded ARK Invest in 2014. The investment management firm invests in disruptive technology such as artificial intelligence, DNA sequencing, gene editing, robotics, electric vehicles, and blockchain technology. Wood expects that the stocks they invest in will double in value over a 5-year period. During the most recent episode of her in the No broadcast, titled What the Market Overlooked in 2022, Wood discusses her outlook on blockchain technology and other disruptive innovations, which she says are already performing beyond expectations in 2023. Wood explains that the Luna 3AC contagion and the FTX collapse were not caused directly by blockchain technology, but by the impact of centralized institutions in the crypto industry. Before we listen to Cathie Wood's 2023 outlook for crypto and other disruptive innovation platforms, please take a little time to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications so you never miss any of our regular uploads. Also, ensure you drop your comments and observations in the comments section to help the video reach more viewers. Thanks for the support and enjoy the video.
FTX, 3AC, Celsius, other hedge funds imploding. Why? They're centralized, not transparent, and there's no liquidity in them. Whereas if you look at what happened on Ethereum, the smart contracts, as trouble was looming, smart contract related margin calls, they were satisfied. Boom, boom, boom. No questions asked, no legal haggles. It just worked. And I think that will be the lesson coming out of this. And it is very interesting to note that Sam Bankman-Fried didn't like Bitcoin. And he didn't like it, I may have said this last month, he didn't like it because it's decentralized, fully transparent, and he couldn't control it. He considered himself the master of the crypto universe, which, of course, the market has disabused him and others of. One of the reasons I wanted to feature some things that have happened around innovation last year is because investors aren't taking note. And it is pretty astonishing. If we were in a bull market for growth stocks, innovation portfolios would be soaring on the type of news that I'm about to give you. I tweeted about the first one here. A 12-year-old girl, Alyssa, in the UK, at a cancer research hospital, had tried dozens of therapies, maybe up to 100 therapies, and there was nowhere else to go. So they used base editing on her particular kind of leukemia, and 7 months later, she's cancer-free. Now, that happened, and we are in early days of base editing and other kinds of gene editing like CRISPR gene editing. And we also have, I think, 75 patients, these are CRISPR Therapeutics and Vertex patients, in sickle cell disease. I think it's more than 75 patients when you include sickle cell disease and beta thalassemia cured. These are human trials, but that first man that we're keeping our eyes on, the beta thalassemia patient who used to go to the hospital 17 times a year for blood transfusions, I think he's I think he's hit on 2 years now and has not had a blood transfusion. So functional cures has happened. This is not on the come. Artificial intelligence, the breakthroughs here are absolutely mind-blowing. Check out ChatGPT. This is a derivative, I believe, of GPT-3 and OpenAI service. And what you can do is prompt ChatGPT to write an essay on the history of space exploration. And boom, less than a minute, it's there. And it's pretty well written too, and I'm a stickler on writing. Now, many people are horrified at this thought and what it means for education, but we're not, because the reason it's able to do this is it scours the internet from the beginning of internet time and writes the essay. Well, guess what? Yes, the internet includes a lot of facts and figures, but it also includes misinformation as well as creative writing and science fiction. So the history of space exploration is going to have all kinds of mistakes associated with misinformation or creativity. And so it's going to change education. There will be a lot more fact checking if a student decides to have ChatGPT write an essay. But we already know that ChatGPT is scoring better than the national average on the SATs. And it's going to get better with time because these machine programs learn with time. There's another app that's out there called Lensa AI, put out by Stable Diffusion. And within, I think it was in 5 days, it got 1 million users. This app creates many profile pictures for anyone, just based on searching your Facebook and other social presence.
ChatGPT, Generational Pre-trained Transformer, is an artificial intelligence chat box that quickly gained prominence worldwide after its launch in November. It was developed by OpenAI, an artificial intelligence research laboratory based in San Francisco, California. Late last year, the AI chat box garnered attention for its detailed responses across many domains of knowledge. Though it's not without lapses, many top professionals have noted that the chat box will revolutionize several industries as a result of its incredible abilities. Upon its launch, OpenAI's reportedly value soared to $29 billion from an earlier valuation of around $14 billion in 2021. According to reports, Microsoft is also set to invest $10 billion in the artificial intelligence research company. Please let us know your experience with the buzzy artificial intelligence tool as we return to Cathie Wood's broadcast on the importance of disruptive innovations.
We also have DALL-E 2. DALL-E 2 is, again, with a prompt. You can say, I'd like to see pictures of myself in all kinds of sports forms. And boom, 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 populated very, very quickly. And by our estimates, some of its output today, and it's going to get better, would probably cost $150 to $300 and take 4 hours or more for an artist to draw. And this took, just a few minutes. So, these are already, what we believe is going to happen is that artificial intelligence is the equivalent of the assembly line for the Industrial Revolution. But this is the knowledge revolution. And try these out yourself. You'll see how powerful they are. And we're hearing programmers say that, that you have to know how to program if you're going to do this, but it saves them 50% of their time. So it's really astonishing what's going on. Some of the other examples out there, connected TV. Many people seem to think that TV has, gone out of style, that everybody's just on mobile phones. And yet connected TV advertising did very well last year in a terrible year for advertising. So linear TV advertising was down 2% last year. Connected TV advertising was up 14% last year. This is what usually happens during a period of disruptive innovation. The winner, the disruptor, usually takes massive share in a down market. And talk about down market. Connected TV has been hostage to the scatter market, which is the most discretionary ad bucket. It was down 38% in the third quarter last year. And connected TV advertising was up well into the double digits. Social commerce is taking share from e-commerce. So e-commerce was the disruptor, and now social commerce is taking share. We measure a lot of social commerce via Shopify, which is the back end for Instagram and Facebook and other sites that are selling goods in app. It's GMV, gross merchandise sales, effectively, volume. If you compare it to pre-COVID, third quarter of 2019, up 312%. If you look at e-commerce, which gained share during COVID, it is up only 86%. And as I mentioned, there are some surveys out there saying that e-commerce, traditional e-commerce, was negative. Electric vehicle sales last year, up 49% in the United States, versus total auto sales down 8%. Disruptive innovation gained share during tumultuous times.
What are your thoughts on Cathie Wood's contrarian investment strategy? With important innovations like ChatGPT, do you think disruptive innovations will scale to trillions of dollars within the next 5 years, as Wood and the ARK Invest team predict? Please drop your comments and observations in the comments section below. Also, ensure you subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. Everything helps with the YouTube algorithm, so we can continue to bring you these videos. Thanks for watching.